Yo, what up, y'all? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from Chelyabinsk, Russia. And every once in a while, man, I get a blast from my past. I remember last time I was in, took my earring out, whatever. I remember last time I was in Chelyabinsk, this city, I got a big surprise. You know, I was about to start a class and there was some lady, she was like, "Hi, do you remember me?" And I'm like, yeah. And then I looked carefully, and it was a girl I knew from back in New York. Like, we met back in New York, but that girl I'm talking about now, the one I'm speaking about now, because I'm gonna show you some pictures soon, but the one I'm speaking about right now was a girl who knew of me after YouTube. But I met her in New York, like after I came to Russia the first time. So I became a YouTuber, went to Russia, came back to New York. That's when I met her in New York, right? So it was kind of crazy, but not all that much crazy, right? But for those of you who don't know, for those of you who listen to haters, and for those of you who don't really know my history, you'll get it twisted if you I'm just being real. If you honestly think I'm some dude who thinks he's cool now, and the only reason he has girls is because he does YouTube and he's popular and because he's American. No, you didn't know me pre-YouTube, and every time, like once a month, I get a reminder that I wouldn't say popular, I was well known to Russian females mostly, and Ukrainian females prior to YouTube. Because what happened was, back then, but I was responsible for a lot of real estate. At any time, like, I could have anywhere between two, there's 2 bedrooms in my apartment. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bedrooms at a time. And each bedroom could hold about 2 people. So let's say on average, there was like 9 people I was managing, renting these rooms per month, okay? And people, I say, usually switched out like every month there'll be a new person on average in the apartment buildings or in the rooms, because summer is about 3.5 months long, and some people stay in New York for a little bit, then they want to go here, they want to go there. So I met a lot of people and I dealt with a lot of people. Now, some people, either we felt close enough or we just liked each other's vibe. I didn't offer them one of the rooms in a house where I wasn't at all the time, because I lived in 2 places, a house and an apartment. I invited them to live with me in Queensbridge. Now, some people, I told them, no, you don't have to pay here in Queensbridge. You stay with me, we'll chill, blah, blah, blah. Some people paid. It just depends on the person. I don't exactly remember, but in the house, regardless if we were dating or not, they were paying. Because at house, we have to pay off the mortgage, so you know you're paying, right? So I've met many, many, many Russian girls back then. This is way before YouTube. I had my VK page, probably had like 500 friends. They were mostly girls. I met a lot of, most of the Russian girls who came to New York City, 2009 through 2012 knew me. This is before YouTube. You feel me? This is before YouTube. It really, really was. This really only the Russians who came to New York. Now, what happened a lot was, I talked to a girl, we lived together, like this one girl I stayed with, she stayed with me in my apartment actually. She was bad. She is bad, and here's a picture. I remember we went out, it was her and her friend living with me. I usually live with 2 girls at once, not usually one, because I forgot how much I rented the room for, but apparently it wasn't cheap enough, so usually 2 girls had to live there. That's how I met the butt model twins, the Russian butt model twins, and they lived with me because they couldn't afford just one, so they both had to live there with me. And we were living together, and I remember we went out, we partied, and I don't know, something about her, I was always just like, God, this girl's so cute. I know it's her eyes and the way she behaved, and like, I don't know, I was just not crazy about her as in I wanted to be with her, she just stands out in my mind. So this video isn't like, oh, I have such a crush on this girl. I'm just kind of excited because, like, I don't know what made her pop in my head, maybe subconsciously or something. I remember in the back of my mind, I remember her telling me, like, how long ago was this? Like, what, 4 years ago? I remember her maybe 4 years ago telling me that, I live in Chelyabinsk, Russia. And back then, I never thought I'd come to Russia. But I say shit like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna come see you in Russia one day. I'll be there, I'll come visit you in your home city. So today, I'm sitting on my computer, minding my business, and she just pops in my head. Now, I have 50,000 people on that page. It's hard for me to find people on this shit. I don't remember her name or nothing. But the cool thing about VK, and I'm sure Facebook has the same thing, is that you can put in a certain phrase into your messages, and And whenever you use that phrase, or someone else has used that phrase with you in a message, it'll pop up. So I put where I used to live, 21st Street, Queensbridge. Whenever girls used to come visit me, I have to put where I live, 21st Street, Queensbridge. I put it up, and I just see mad messages of all the girls I used to talk to, whatever. So that used to see me in New York. This is before YouTube. All these messages are before YouTube. So I'm looking at it, and I just remember seeing this one face. Like, oh yeah, I remember this one. She was so cute. She was so fucking cute. Just And I look at where she lives. Chelyabinsk, Russia. So we haven't spoke since, you know, I don't even know if she's aware of the whole YouTube thing. I have no idea. This girl is pre-YouTube. This is before that YouTube shit. I have no idea if she even knows I even touched Russia. You know what I mean? So I'm going to message her and like pretend like, you know, I'm in New York, like, you know, how you doing? I'm thinking about coming to Chelyabinsk one day, and she's probably gonna say some shit like, oh, haha, yeah, Phil, yeah, we'll see if you ever make it. Then I'm like, oh, you know where you live? She's like, oh, da, da, da. I'm like, what's the address? Just in case I want to see it on Google Maps. She give me the address, I'm gonna go outside the house, call her, like, yo, look out the window. What up, yeah? I think I'm really trying to fuck with her like that. So I'll keep you guys updated. I know she doesn't watch my videos because we haven't spoken in a very long time. Let me see the last time we spoke. Let me check it. Let me see, where is she? I wrote her. Where is she? We haven't spoken in a long time. So, oh man. We haven't spoken in a while. So, I'll let you guys know what happens. This should be funny if I surprise her in her city because she doesn't know I'm here. And now with this thing I have, I wish I did this before. It could have been a great YouTube idea. I could have surprised a lot of the Russian girls in their city who lived with me in New York, or who I rented a room out to in New York, who aren't aware. Now, most of them are aware, but some of them, I say maybe 20% of them don't know. They're not aware. We never spoke since New York. So I'd love to surprise them and let them know what's going on with me and get it on camera. I think that would be funny. So yeah, that's basically it, man. This should be funny. And I gotta admit, I got excited just because, like, it's just kind of like a dream come true almost. Like, I don't realize what I'm doing until I think of my past, the things I used to say. And I said to my wife one day, you know, I'm like, because, you know, we get in arguments sometimes, and I say, she's like, you know, whatever, fuck you and all your dancing friends, whatever, they're cool, but one day I'm gonna be cool, and I'm gonna be able to travel around Russia whenever I want, whenever I feel like it. I remember saying that to her. Many times I'd say that. And she just laughed it off. I remember telling girls I met in New York, you know, one day I'm gonna be in your city, we're gonna be hanging out, drinking, having fun and partying. Yeah, sure, Phil, yeah, sure. I remember that shit. She was one of them. Yeah, sure, you'll be in Russia. Yeah, we know, you'll come. We hear this from all the black American guys. But I'm not one of them. I mean my shit. I go hard. I go fucking hard body. You feel me? When I say something, I mean that shit. I do that shit. So that's it, people. I'm out.